All right, guys, welcome. We are on the World of Solutions show floor, just right inside a few people in and to the right, and we're here in the NetApp booth. And I want to make sure I don't get your name incorrect here, but give me your name and your title, please.
My name is Arvind Garg. I'm the Director of Product Management at NetApp, and I'm based in Sunnyvale.
Well, you guys are a very significant partner for us here at Cisco, and I apologize, the camera's not near as close to you as it appears to them. It's got a really wide-angle lens. But give me a little bit, you guys have made a significant investment being here. You've got a lot of traffic. I love when anybody's whiteboarding and showing us how things actually work. But you guys have driven simplicity in the data center space together with us and UCS for quite some time. I wonder if you could talk a little bit about what's been the interest and what's the focus this year right now.
So we are strong partners with Cisco, of course, and FlexPod is a partnership in the data center that we have done with Cisco. And what you're seeing over here is the NOC feed that you're seeing on this side is the NetApp storage in the Cisco NOC, which is over here at Cisco Live. And that's showing you all the statistics of what's happening in the NOC with the NetApp storage, working with compute and network from Cisco.
So this is interesting as it refreshes here. So, and just kind of taking a guess here, this is actually looking at the latencies and how well the storage specifically, and it's real time from Cisco's Network Operations Center. You guys are monitored just similar. I don't know if the same information is available over in the other flashy NOC version we have, but this is really cool.
Thank you very much. So it's got all the statistics. You can see in real time what the IOPS are. You can also see what's the latency, and you can also see how much of the storage is really being utilized. So that's the set of diagrams over here. Now I'll move to this other piece. And over here, what you have is the FlexPod AI.
Jump over here.
Okay, so what we have just recently announced is the FlexPod AI platform for innovation with Cisco's UCS 480ML, which is the latest and newest server.
Let's take a look on the right here real quick. You got this on the screen for us?
Yes. So over here what you will see is a UCS 480ML server, which has 8 GPUs from NVIDIA. It's got NVLink, and we have the A800 from NetApp, which is NVMe, and it's all NVMe protocol as well as NVMe disk drives, and that connects with the Cisco UCS, giving you fast throughput as well as gives you end-to-end NVMe, all within the FlexPod configuration. So this is the latest innovation between Cisco and NetApp on FlexPod.
This is awesome, Arvind. Thank you so much. You guys have been very busy over here, so I'm glad we were able to squeeze our way in. With that, let's go back over to the studio and continue learning more.
Thanks so much, Rob. Really appreciate it. You know, the NOC is one of those super exciting areas. When you are here at the event, you get to go by and you get to see what it takes to set up the Network Operations Center for an event of this size. And man, the engineers on the NOC, they do a phenomenal job. And guess what? I got one of them here in the studio with me. This is Arvind Ramakrishan. How are you?
Doing pretty well.
I'm so glad that you're here in the studio, that you had time. We made you walk as far as we possibly could from the NOC. It's all the way at the other end. Arvind is one of our solutions architect, converged infrastructure people. He works for NetApp, one of the greatest partners that we have here at Cisco, and we're grateful for this long-term association between NetApp and Cisco. Let's talk about what it actually takes to deliver and develop the NOC for Cisco Live 2019.
Sure. So, as part of the NOC, so I would call the NOC as basically the back end of Cisco Live. So it's the backbone. So it's as simple as saying that if Cisco Live needs to be successful, the Network Operations Center needs to be working to its full capacity. It needs to be working fine without any problems, or either way.
Sure.
So it's a lot of effort. So it goes all the way from setting up the entire infrastructure in terms of the network, trying to make sure everybody all the attendees of the show are having a good experience in terms of connectivity to the Wi-Fi, getting access, getting themselves registered, going and attending breakout sessions. It's not just for the attendees, but also the people who are out here to showcase what they're doing to the different attendees and partners and customers over here, like breakout session recordings. And so we need to be able to support the different requirements of all these different people out here who are here to know what Cisco is doing and what the partners of Cisco are doing, what's bringing all of them together. And at the same time, we also need to make sure that we are supporting folks in Cisco to make sure that they're giving the best experience possible to all the attendees over here.
People really don't understand just how powerful the NOC is in terms of running the event that's all around us. So much here relies on that network operations center, and if it goes down or if there's a problem, well, guess what? Things aren't going to run the way they need to, but fortunately you've got this incredible team down there, and if something does happen, if a hit comes in, whether it happens to be municipal or local here in the show floor, you guys are right on it. Tell me a bit about that team. Who are the people with you who put all of this together?
Sure, it's not a small team, it's a big team, people from different departments, specializing in different areas. So I come from the data center team, so specializing in what the data center needs to be, how it needs to be designed, what are the requirements from the different teams over here in the show floor. So we get inputs from all of them and design the NOC, or the data center for the NOC, based on those requirements. Similar to the data center, we have people in the network side, like the wireless team, the wired team, like people who put up the access points over here, people who provide network connectivity for all the different booths out in World of Solutions, and like people who want to record all the breakout events. So the recording team needs to have support as well. So we have different people out in the NOC. I think we're approximately about 60 people.
60, 60, in case you're wondering how many people it takes to put this thing together.
Exactly, 60 people, each one having their own responsibilities. So we are accountable for it, and we need to make sure that everything is working fine 24/7 during the course of the show. And only if we do that, we have a successful Cisco Live.
So basically no pressure is what you're saying. It's just very, very easy, it's relaxed, no
Yes.
pressure. We always talk about this idea of trusted, proven solutions, right? How do we put these together, base them on an integrated infrastructure, give our customers real value, and in this particular case, the guests here at the event, give them that real value, and get to a faster and more predictable response from any network operations center, whether it's here at the show or in their corporate workplaces. How are we assuring that that happens?
Exactly. So, so all this that happens in the NOC, from a data center perspective, is driven through FlexPod, which is one of the most successful converged infrastructure solutions out there.
Long term, right?
Exactly. So it's a partnership between NetApp and Cisco, and we've been doing it for quite some years now. And as part of FlexPod, the best thing about it is the solution is pre-validated, it's pre-tested. It comes with all the best practices laid out in the form of detailed documentation. So we have design guides and deployment guides which focus on a specific use case or an enterprise requirement, and it basically tells what you need to do to get a particular workload running successfully on FlexPod. So in this case, in the NOC, we have two FlexPods that are running in two different data centers. So there's one right below us, below this hall, and there's another one which is 500 meters away. And it's basically a FlexPod metro cluster. So metro cluster is the way we configure the NetApp storage systems to work with. So both the storage systems in both the data centers are working together to make sure that we achieve business continuity and disaster recovery. So in case one of the data centers happen to go down because of a power outage or say a rainwater or something getting into the data centers, we are able to switch over from one data center to another within say a couple of seconds at the most, and still have all the mission critical applications that we're running in the NOC 24/7 to make sure everything is working fine in the show. So nobody even gets to know that one of the data centers went down, but at the same time, we're also able to keep the show up, and we also have enough time to fix what went wrong, but still have everything running.
Do you realize how easy you make this sound when you talk about it like that? I know it's not. I know it's the farthest thing from easy to put these pieces together. Tell me, when it comes to the association between NetApp and Cisco, what is it about this particular relationship and these two companies working in harmony that is able to create this in really a unique and powerful way that would be very hard with anybody else in the industry?
Absolutely. So the first and foremost thing is the people who are working together in this endeavor. So we have the same objective. We want to make life easy for people in the IT industry, so we want to make the data center a lot more easy to use, a lot more consumable, and we want to keep it easy so that the administrators or the consumers of the data center are really getting complete value out of what they're buying out of us. And FlexPod is the way to go in that case, because we are trying to make things as easy as possible for our customers and make sure that they have a successful experience with it. And the best thing is, when they come here to Cisco Live, they actually see our solutions working. So they see the FlexPods running, we have the live feeds going on in the NOC, with all the stats, how the systems are behaving, what's the real-time data, what's the behavior, what's the performance. So they get to see everything in action. So it's not just that we have the solutions out on paper, but they also get to see it and experience it. So that's the best thing.
You just helped us with our marketing in ways you don't even begin to understand. We're always telling people you have to get here to the event to be able to experience it in person and have these meaningful conversations, and you just hit it perfectly. Arvind, thank you. Thank you for the great work that you're doing over in the NOC, and thank the rest, all 59 others on your team who are there as well. But we really appreciate it, and it's a great story on top of a great technical capability. Great to talk to you today.